One of the first things you're going to want to do is make sure that the wax ring and all the residue is off of the flange whenever you pull the toilet up. One of the first things I've done is decided just to go ahead and turn the toilet upside down, drain all the water off of it into the tub. Be careful when you're doing this, especially into a fiberglass tub, because you can split it or crack the tub itself. So what I did was just put a towel underneath it and then set the toilet down on top of it. Once all the water is drained off, you can just take a putty knife and clean out all the wax around the flange entrance at the bottom of the toilet. Now what I've chosen to do is use an extra large wax bowl ring. So what you do is just take it out of the box, like so, and you have a finger hole here. What you're going to want to do is pull this out just like so. Okay? What I do is just do this right here. Then take the wax ring, kind of center it, and I'm going to place this just like so. You want to press down, use my thumbs to press down where it'll stick. Now what I've done on the floor is just go ahead and just put a towel down, that way I can take it and I don't scratch up the floor by moving this around. Now what you want to do here is make sure that you're lined up over the hole when you set it down, that you'll catch the bolts here. Okay, now that I've got the bolts lined up, what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of pressure on it. Make sure it's seated correctly. Now that the toilet's seated, you want to go ahead and re-secure the bolts and the nuts to secure it to the flange. Now here's an interesting tool by Crescent, and what it is allows me, it's a wrench, but it's a the opening here will vary according to the dial right here on the top. So what I do here is just take this like so, set it right up on top, and then I can just go left or right, tightening or untightening. Pretty handy tool. One quick note, whenever you're tightening up this bolts on the side, you don't want to bear down on it a lot. Just want to get it snug until it stops. If you do any more than it should, you're going to crack the bolt itself. So take a lot of care doing this. Resecure the water line to the tank. Turn it pretty good to make sure that there's just no water leaks at all. Now the toilet's seated and we're ready to turn the water back on. Once the water fills back up, flush it. Make sure that you have a towel handy in case there's any leak whatsoever. If there's no leak, you're good to go. If not, then you've messed up on the seating of the wax ring, so you need to tear it off and start another one and do the whole process all over again.